Hi Eric, thank you so much for taking the time to sit down with us. We'd just like to ask a few questions. My question is that Comair has published its record profits and 72 years of uninterrupted operational profitability. How does that fit in with the top employer award?
Well, ultimately, we talk a lot about our aircraft and our equipment and technology, but you can't make any of that deliver value unless you've got the right people to work with those assets. And you don't attract those kind of people unless you've got the right culture in the organization to attract them. So top employer is very much about the work practices that ultimately create that environment that people want to come and work and stay at Comair.
Okay, Eric, many of Comair employees have been with the company for more than 10 years. How does one retain employees and with considerations like attracting new talent and transformation?
Thanks, Annika. There is a balance to keep. One of the things that makes us successful is the people who've got years of experience, because aviation is complicated and people really do need to learn everything about the business, and they need to become very competent at their jobs. And that only happens with a lot of experience and time. But at the same time, obviously, you don't want to become outdated in terms of what the rest of the world is thinking. You need new people to come in with new ideas and fresh concepts. So we do need to achieve both. So part of the program that we have in terms of attracting talent is also to attract the likes of graduates into our graduate programs and to attract quality people that from outside aviation even, that have got ideas that we can bring into the aviation space that we wouldn't have otherwise necessarily.
What does the Top Employer Award actually mean for us?
Top Employer relates to a lot of the practices that we have within Comair, the practices and policies. So some of it is around really the hygiene factors about what is necessary for an employer in a company to really get what they deserve in terms of career paths, the right practices in terms of transparency and opportunities for growth.
How does Comair align its objectives with the interests of its employees?
Part of the piece is obviously the top employer type practices that are measured, but there's another whole part of it which is more around the social side and what attracts people and what improves the culture within the organization.
Many companies and airlines claim to have certain values that are similar to what Comair does. How does Comair actually uphold these values?
Thanks, Peter. I think that follows on quite well from the previous question in that it has to be a deliberate practice. You can't just sort of hope that somewhere within the organization someone's going to take up the promotion of employee interests and the promotion of values that are going to ultimately be to the benefit of employees. So it actually has to be a very deliberate decision that you have to have people looking after the interests of employees.
And a more personal question, what has kept you at Comair for over 22 years?
I think to a large extent the same thing that's kept most people at Comair for that long is the people they work with. If you're just working in an environment where you don't like the people you're working with, you're going to leave pretty quickly. The only thing that keeps people in a place is the people they are with. Whether it's the community they're in, or whether it's a family that they're in, or whatever it is, it's the people you're with that keep you somewhere.